Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. States and union territories asked to ramp up health infrastructure to deal with rising cases of COVID-19. Hundreds join peaceful march to demand repeal of AFSPA. Tseminyu District hold civic reception of the first Deputy Commissioner and Superintendent of Police. And state's COVID tally increases with detection of 32 cases today. As the number of COVID-19 cases are rising fast in several parts of the country, we appeal to our listeners to be vigilant and get fully vaccinated and help others, including children between 15 and 18 years, to get vaccinated. As the new Omicron variant of coronavirus is causing concern, please continue to follow these 3 simple steps to stay safe. Wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075 and state helpline number 1800-345-0019. And now the news in detail. The central government has asked states and union territories to take adequate steps to ramp up the health infrastructure and deployment of healthcare workers to effectively deal with the rising cases of COVID-19 pandemic. In a letter written to all the states and union territories today, Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan asked states and union territories to earmark different categories of beds in private clinical establishments for COVID care. The centre has also urged to upgrade COVID care centres' beds to oxygen-supported beds. States has also been asked to engage retired medical professionals or MBBS students for providing daily consultation services and skilling of community volunteers in basic care and management at COVID care centres. A 2-day peaceful walkathon under the banner March Against AFSPA was flagged off from Dimapur town today and reached Bipema village in the evening. With hundreds joining the 75 kilometers march, the walkathon is being organized to appeal authorities to repeal the Armed Forces Special Powers Act and demand justice for the 14 civilians who were killed by members of security forces at Oting in Mon district on December 4. The march will resume in the morning and culminate in Kohima at a Raj Bhavan, where a memorandum will be submitted to the Governor of Nagaland. The 75th year anniversary of Rengma Sports Association RSA cum civic reception of the first Deputy Commissioner and first Superintendent of Police, Tseminyu District, was held today at RSA Ground, Tseminyu. Congratulating the Rengmas, Advisor of Youth Resources and Sports, Zale Nekha, said, under the visionary leadership of Chief Minister Niperio, Advisor R. King, and pioneers of Tseminyu District Mission, the Rengma people have attained the long-awaited dream of becoming a district. He wished that this blessing will unite the community further and encourage them to be an asset for the Nagas. Zale opined that the association, being a matured sports organization, is also a responsible and influential sports organization. He said one must reorient and restructure the narratives of molding talented athletes and players. To this, he assured all possible assistance for upliftment of the youths in the field of games and sports. The first Deputy Commissioner of Tseminyu District, Dr. Zase Gule Chusi, congratulated the RSA for completing 75 years and the Rengma community for achieving the long-cherished demand of district creation. Dr. Chusi called all the 7 ranges of the Rengma community to work together and make Tseminyu District a model district in Nagaland. Superintendent of Police Tseminyu, Kanjan Kanpal Kumar, expressed his happiness for being posted as the first SP of the district. Kumar said it is his desire to make Tseminyu District a model district in the state as well as in the country with the cooperation of the community. 32 new COVID-positive cases were detected in the state today, taking the total tally to 32,302. While no deaths were reported, 7 persons recovered from the infection. The active cases today increased to 104, with 5 hospitalization and 101 under home isolation. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Administration of precautionary dose of COVID-19 vaccine for healthcare and frontline workers and those over 60 years of age with comorbidities has begun from today across the country. The online appointment for the precaution dose shots began last Saturday. Union Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya has said that reminder messages through SMS have been sent to more than 1 crore healthcare and frontline workers and citizens over 60 years of age for receiving precaution doses. Union government has said that a total of 4,033 cases of Omicron variant of COVID-19 have been reported so far in the country. Out of these total cases, 1,552 patients have already recovered and migrated. Maximum number of 1,216 cases have been reported from Maharashtra, followed by Rajasthan 529 and Delhi 513 cases. Omicron cases have been reported in 27 states and union territories. The country reported over 1,79,000 new COVID cases in the last 24 hours. Currently, India's active caseload is over 7,23,000. The ministry said more than 69 crore 16 lakh COVID-19 tests have been conducted so far. Union Health Ministry has issued revised advisory for managing healthcare workers, HCWs, working in COVID and non-COVID areas of the healthcare facilities. In the guidelines, the ministry said that all healthcare facilities shall activate its Hospital Infection Control Committee, which is responsible for implementing infection prevention and control activities and organizing regular training for HCWs. It said a nodal officer shall be identified by each health facility to address all matters related to healthcare-associated infections. Besides, all HCWs who are vaccinated with 2 doses of COVID vaccine will also take the precautionary 3rd dose as per prescribed protocol. The revised guidelines has said that all healthcare workers must report every unprotected exposure or breach of PPE while managing COVID-19 patients. The Supreme Court today agreed to extend the limitation period to file cases across the country, keeping in view the surge in COVID-19 cases. A 3-judge bench of the Supreme Court, headed by Chief Justice of India, Nutalapati Venkata Ramana, and also comprising Justices L. Nageshwara Rao and Surya Kant, said that it is agreeing to the request by Supreme Court Advocates on Record Association SCAORA to relax limitation period. The application was filed by a CAORA before the Supreme Court for restoration of order of March 23, 2020 and April 27, 2021. Agriculture Production Commissioner Kiketo Sema on Friday said about 50% of the state's salary component is being spent on education and police departments. He was addressing students at a Saptika Area Students' Union Biennial Conference. Kiketo said that it reflects the government's concern over human resource development and the security of its people. He therefore said that the end result of education should not lead to conflict of interest, divisions and isms among Nagas, and urged the youth to work towards building a progressive society. An advisor for Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, Evaluation, Economics and Statistics, L. Kamo, today said sports should be taken up as a career and youngsters should be eager to learn and be disciplined in every aspect. He was speaking at the inauguration ceremony of the 5th Kemunkan Sports Council meet in Noklak District. While appreciating the council for organizing the sports event, he hoped that Noklak District will progress in sports. The sports event is being organized in collaboration with Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao program. And now 20 News, here are the main points again. States and union territories asked to ramp up health infrastructure to deal with rising cases of COVID-19. Hundreds join peaceful march to demand repeal of AFSPA. Tseminyu District holds civic reception of first Deputy Commissioner and Superintendent of Police. And state's COVID tally increases with detection of 32 cases today. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.